Live from the Toast Studios in fabulous Las Vegas, it's the Hospitality Hangout featuring the restaurant guy and the finance guy. We've got an incredible podcast coming to you from RFDC live in Las Vegas. But before we get to it, Jimmy, I have an important message. Important announcement.
Really?
If you will. Yes.
All right, let's do the announcement.
If there's one constant in the restaurant industry, it's change. Whether you're a growing brand trying to build cutting-edge experiences for your guests or a national leader looking to update your tech stack, Toast brings together the proven technology, expertise, and innovations you need to drive change and spark growth. That's right. Toast does all of that. From front of house to back house, corporate teams and franchisees at enterprise brands like Papa Gino's, Wapa Grill, Velvet Taco, and many, many others trust Toast to help them stay ahead of the curve and thrive in a changing world. To learn more, go to toasttab.com/enterprise. That's toasttab.com/enterprise. Jimbo, I love Toast. You love Toast. All of our restaurants love Toast. Let's kick us off and we'll talk more about it. Jimmy, we've got Lance Trenary, President and CEO of Golden Corral. That's right, President and CEO of Golden Corral. But before we get into it, let's find out a little bit about Lance, shall we? Shall we go down memory lane?
Let's go down memory lane.
Lance, I got to tell you, Mississippi State University, 1974, maybe 78, maybe 1980. I don't know exactly. It was in the 80s.
Stay away from the numbers,
It
Chef.
was in the 80s. Yes. And then from Mississippi State, well, there's Mississippi State. But he says, no, I want to go to the Northeast. I love Harvard. And he says, Mom, Dad, I'm going to Harvard. They say, absolutely not. He says, I don't want to listen to you. I'm going to Harvard. And he goes to Harvard. And there, at Harvard, he's a big volunteer for the National Restaurant Association. He's on the board of directors, Project Healing Waters Fly Fishing. He's helping guide mission for wounded, disabled warriors, American military heroes. In 2016, he's the chairman of the NCRLA. Jimmy, that's the North Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association. Founding board member of Camp Corral. That's part of the whole Golden Corral thing. Now he's the president and CEO. Did I get it all right?
Did the Chef get it all right? Was he mostly right?
Did I get anything
think that's
right?
Mostly right. Yeah.
All right. Well, take it away. Let's talk. Talk to me about you and Golden Corral and how you got here.
Well, I certainly appreciate the opportunity to be with you guys today and tell a little bit about our story. I'm a new guy to Golden Corral. I've only been here 39 years.
39.
So, yeah.
39 years. You left Harvard, went right to Golden Corral.
Yeah, that's it. You got it. So it's an incredible company with a very deep culture. We're a private organization. We have 360 restaurants across 38 states, plus 2 in Puerto Rico. Our restaurants went under tremendous pressure during COVID, though. And as you can imagine,
buffets were not good during COVID.
It was unbelievable.
But you guys did some really creative things, if I remember.
We did. And that's really what's helped us come out the other side. If you'll remember, the buffet segment was under so much pressure in the early days of COVID, and it started right here in Las Vegas. And we went through the closures of the buffets here at the major hotels, then the cruise ships, and then Golden Corral started making the news. And so for the first 3 or 4 months of COVID, Golden Corral, unfortunately, got a lot of press on the bad side. And so it gave our segment a tough look. And I think that in the end, it really was accurate for most of our segment, just not for our company. Our segment, for the most part, has gone away. The buffet segment, at least from a national footprint standpoint. But we survived. We survived because of the things that I've, talked about with our culture and the kind of people that we've got, our incredible franchisees. And then we got very innovative and creative ourselves and started making a lot of changes, not only within Golden Corral, but thinking about expanding our brands, and which we're getting ready to open a new brand here in a couple of weeks. So look forward to talking about that a bit.
That is really exciting. No, and Lance, congratulations. I'm a big sports fan, even a somewhat former collegiate player. I love
D1, right, Jimmy?
D3 going on D4, if there's such a thing, or D4. But sports fans love to come back, and we love to root for the underdog. And while I would never call Golden Corral an underdog, I will say what an incredible, we'll call it, comeback it has been, because COVID was a disaster for our industry and others, but it hit your segment and your area as hard as it hit any. So it's awesome to see Golden Corral's comeback be greater than the setback.
Yeah.
And I guess I would say, you talked about, the people and the franchisors that you had, the culture. Look, you're a fan favorite again. I imagine you guys have come back stronger, but any things that you guys did specifically that you want to share with the audience? Because I have to say, there are a lot of people cheering for you, and it's great to see you guys back and thriving, and that's awesome. And there's nothing easy about that.
I appreciate you saying that. And, it is, our comeback has been really sweet for that reason. We were featured on a financial talk show and during COVID, and they said, Golden Corral's like a zombie company. They're dead and they just don't know it yet. And I got to go.
No, wait, who said that?
That was on Squawk Box. I'll just tell you.
I was about to say Jim Cramer.
Yeah.
That's Squawk Box?
Hey, that's not me, man. That's not me.
Kernan saying that?
That's probably what's his name?
Sorkin?
But in their defense, I will say they did have me back on their program just a few short months ago.
To eat
and
crow?
were very, very kind to us.
Eat crow is what they had to do.
Yeah. So
that second visit must have been sweet.
It's like a dagger to the heart. I mean, it was tough.
Yep.
It was tough. But, we said that's what they believe. That's not what we believe. And we went to work on turning things around for not only for our franchisees, but our company. And granted, we had the deck stacked against us. So with our financial situation, we were not taking any royalties. We were completely shut down across the nation. Our business model was outlawed, really, mandated. And so we had to find new ways to generate some kind of revenue.
Yeah.
And so our franchisees are very creative. My leadership team came together.
Didn't you start doing pickups in the parking lot and stuff?
Oh, yeah. We were doing drive-thrus in the parking lot.
Yeah.
We were doing, we even opened a grocery store out of one restaurant.
Right, yeah.
Whatever we had to do to generate something.
I love it.
And all the time trying to do what we could to take care of our people. But the one thing that I'm probably most proud of is that every single deal we made with our landlords, our banks, our franchisees, our vendors, our suppliers, we paid 100% of them. We took care of everyone. Every cent that was owed, we made sure was done. And that's part of our culture, is part of our belief system, is we always just do the right thing.
That's awesome.
And so that's something that was kind of baked into who we are. And so we did the right thing by everyone. And I think it's really paid off for us, because I think one of the biggest things is we did the right thing by our guests. We made some decisions early on that we weren't going to cut quality. We were going to make sure that the variety and abundance remained on the buffet, and that we were going to give the guests more access points to our brand to be able to use Golden Corral brand. And so we came up with 7 different business models during that time. Now, of those 7 business models, the guests tolerated them, but they were all saying, as soon as you can get the buffet back, that's really what we want. And so we were anxious to get back in the buffet business, but it was almost 18 months before the last state allowed us to reopen as a buffet.
Wow.
So it was just an incredible journey. But, we learned a lot during that time. And I would argue that we've actually become a stronger, better company because of it. And I think that now, when we look back, it caused us to think about some things differently and become much more of a learning organization. So we applied things that we had never done before, things that were kind of sacred cows, if you will. And we just decided that everything was on the table. If it lived within our beliefs and values, it was on the table. And so it was one of those situations where 1,000 things had to go right in order for us to survive. And 1,000 things went right. And so we have a saying, thank goodness God loves a buffet. So.
Yeah, no, I can tell you, everyone loves a buffet, and I agree.
That's it.
Thank God loves a buffet. Hey, listen, we got some breaking news, and we love breaking news. CNBC's got nothing on us. I mean, nothing on us. Because we're going to talk about the new fast casual spinoff, Homeward Kitchen, which is launching, as you started to say, any day with its first location in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. Am I right?
In Southern Pines, North Carolina.
Southern Pines, North Carolina, Jimmy's favorite place. This is really a change for you guys. This is going after customers now that are on the move, with the focus on off-premise, not just dine in, but this takeout and drive-thru, which is totally different from you guys. So tell us a little about this. How did this come about? Is this something that you learned that you were trying during COVID and you're like, wow, this worked well? Tell us about how this came about.
No, actually, during COVID, one of the things that was really exposed about Golden Corral, our sort of soft underbelly, if you will, is that we were a one-trick pony. So you came into our restaurant and you ate dine-in only.
Mm-hmm.
We had less than 2% off-premise dining, and there were really no other access points to our brand.
Right.
It was working well right up until COVID. And
then ain't broke, baby.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. So our team got together and we started working. How do we solve for these problems? And ultimately what we said is, you know what, there's enough here. We ought to really explore developing an individual brand. And so we felt like we could play off of the strengths of our comfort foods, the strengths of our culture, but put a little modern twist on comfort foods, make it much more accessible for our guests,
right,
and put us in a position where we're not looking for 3 acres of property and 10,000 square foot buildings.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong. There's still a place for the buffets, and we think there's probably another 125 to 150 spots for those. But we subscribe to what's called a 100-year plan, and that means that we want to be in business for at least 100 years.
Right.
In order to do that, we know we're going to have to grow and we're going to have to think long term. So we needed another growth vehicle. So this is something that we think plays into our strengths, won't take away from Golden Corral, will be a little easier to develop, but something we're incredibly excited about. We did a ton of research on it before we ever took it to concept.
Mm-hmm.
And
will this be your Golden Corral franchise operators that will be opening these Homeward Bounds? Homeward Kitchen?
Homeward Kitchen. Yeah, no, the first one's going to be company operated.
Company operated.
Yeah, we feel like we need to do the first few to make sure we're eating our own cooking.
That makes sense.
But the good news is we've got probably 20 franchisees within the Golden Corral system that have already said,
I'm in.
Sign me up, coach. I'm ready. So
That's
ready.
Awesome. That is super exciting. I tell you, we have breaking news, Jimbo.
Shatsy, that was good breaking
excited.
And I got to tell you, we break it here. All right, Jimbo, we got to go into the food service feud right now. Food service feud, Tuesday trivia edition. Are you ready? I am going Toast Point of Sale came out with their restaurant trends report. It was over 10,000 pages. It was volumes, Jimmy, volumes, like the Encyclopedia Britannica. It was volumes big, full of fun food trivia, facts, and knowledge. Lots of really exciting things. I am going to ask you both a question. Get your imaginary buzzer ready.
All right.
And the first one to hit the buzzer gets to answer. And if you win, fabulous prizes, trips, cars, and other things too that I can't talk about right now, but very exciting stuff. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Which type of business performs worst on Mondays? Is it Japanese restaurants, cafes and bakeries, pizzerias, or delis? What performs worst on Mondays?
I'm going to say Japanese restaurants.
Japanese restaurants is what you say. Jimmy, it's wrong.
It's
what would you
wrong.
like to say?
Oh, actually, I was going with that as well. All
I
right.
thought you're not supposed to eat Japanese. No, it's Saturdays and Sundays. Japanese food. Good stuff, fresh.
Okay, I then in that case, wow. All right, I'm going with cafes and bakeries.
Ding, 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 Mr. Jimmy is the another trivia winner over here. Fabulous prizes. Monday is the slowest
I'm
day.
going with Japanese as well for the reason that there's always a rumor, there's always been this myth of
Fish is bad.
fish is not fresh on Mondays.
but
I try to explain to people there's a lot of deliveries going on. There's a lot of trucks flying around.
Well, I will
I'm
tell
going
you,
with that too.
Our Toast report has given us the answer, and it's Monday's the slowest day at cafes and bakeries, averaging 10% fewer transactions than the weekly averaging. Having a taste of Mondays might just mean not getting enough coffee. So, because who could have coffee with no cake or cake with no coffee? Whatever it is. Anyway, that was your little trivia there. All right, go right into the Branded Quickfire. Are you ready?
I'm ready. This
Branded
is very fun
Quickfire,
segment.
Las Vegas edition, live from the Toast Studios in the Bellagio Hotel in fabulous Las Vegas. We are going to Branded Quickfire. I'm going to ask you 5 lightning round questions. Don't think too long. Don't think too hard. Are you ready, sir? Here we go. Room service toast, crust or no crust?
Crust.
Favorite Las Vegas casino?
Bellagio.
Yeah, it's easy right here.
Yeah.
I think too much.
Cheers for
All right, here's where it gets a little tricky. If you were to get married or renew your vows in Las Vegas, which celebrity would you choose to officiate this new ceremony? And it can't be Jimmy.
Oh, well, then I have to do some thinking. All right. Well, gosh, living or dead?
Anything you want.
All right. Walt Disney, then.
Oh, Disney.
Yeah, I love the creativity. The comeback kid.
Yeah. All right, Walt Disney. All right. Favorite Las Vegas movie? The Hangover, Casino, Fear and Loathing, or Vegas Vacation?
Vegas Vacation.
Good fun.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase always gets a good look.
And I love they make a little fun of the buffets and that. So
yes.
But they're still eating there.
They're still eating there, man. I got to tell you, I'm at the Cosmo. They got a crazy good buffet there. I think Wicked Spoon, I think it is, something like that.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
It's a big one. All right, here we go. Last question, and this is the big one. This is for all the money. All right. Remember the movie Ocean's 11 with George Clooney? All right. If we're going to remake that movie, you're going to play George Clooney. And you get to pick either Jimmy or I to be the Brad Pitt to pull off the heist of the century. Who are you picking? Is it Jimmy or Shatsy to help you rob the casino?
Well, that's a hard choice between you two guys.
Well,
but Jimmy, I think we already think alike. We had some of the same answers, so I'm going to have to go with Jimmy on this one.
And I can't believe this.
I know.
It's okay.
It was a close race.
Something here.
It was a close race.
It was very close.
It was not a close race.
I think Lance got that one right. Shatsy, no disrespect. Anytime someone says no disrespect, it's about to be disrespectful. But Shatsy, you wouldn't focus. You wouldn't be paying attention.
I don't pay attention.
Lance would be looking for a getaway car. He'd be looking for his right-hand man. He'd be off like, nah.
Yeah. I'd be down the strip. I'd be looking at, look, Lance, there's Fouts, de Blasio. Look at that. Let's Shats. We're robbing a casino for crying out loud. Yeah, 100%. I appreciate it. I know you got to run. I appreciate it. I apologize for the delay. Appreciate you and everything you do in a Golden Corral.
Thank you.
39 years at Golden Corral. Oh, they say it wouldn't last. They say it wouldn't last. Thanks, Lance.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
If there's one constant in the restaurant industry, it's change. Whether you're a growing brand trying to build cutting-edge experiences for your guests or a national leader with thousands and thousands of stores looking to update your tech stack, well, Toast brings together proven technology, expertise, and innovations you need to drive change and spark growth. That's right, drive change and spark growth. From front of house to back of the house and everything in between, corporate teams, franchisees, enterprise brands, mom pops, SMBs, you name it, everyone is loving Toast. With over 100,000 operators using Toast, you know it's the best POS out there. And many more trust Toast to help them stay ahead of the curve and thrive in this changing restaurant world that we love. To learn more about Toast, go to toasttab.com. That's toasttab.com. And I got to tell you, you're going to love it. Mention Shatsy, and I think they're going to give you some crazy discount.
All right, Jimbo, I got to tell you, another great guest. I mean, Lance doing something. 39 years at Golden Corral.
He's a rookie.
I mean, I got to tell you, leaves Harvard right to Golden Corral. And I got to tell you, new concept. They're rocking it out, man.
By the way, the creativity of what Golden Corral pulled off just reminds me of the grit, hustle, and creativity of the people in our industry. People counted them out. No, don't count them out. They figured it out, and now they're back, and they're stronger than ever.
I got to tell you, with Jimbo, we're not done yet. We're live from Toast Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're having a blast here at RFDC. That's the Restaurant Finance and Development Conference at the Bellagio. Big things happening over here. And we've got another guest, and we're knocking out of the park. We've got Roy Gillard from the Fatality Bowls. Okay? And I got to tell you, he's knocking it out of the park. But before we dig in to Fatality Bowls and everything going on over there, let's just take a little step back. Let's go back to 2003, Chapman University in Orange County, Los Angeles. It's beautiful. The weather's great. The girls are great. And Roy says, I don't want to go into taxes and real estate and investing and accounting anymore. I don't want to do this. I want to be in something more fun. I want to find an industry that will make a difference in the world. Is that what you said?
Maybe a little later.
I told you, leave the numbers to me, please. Leave the numbers
It's
to
a
me.
good idea.
And then in 2011, after he was an accountant and he was doing finance and he was frustrated with all this accounting and investment and real estate and taxes, and he didn't understand any of it. He's like, I don't want to do this. He's like, I have got to start something new, and I'm doing Vitality Bowls, Jimmy. And now 145 units later, he's sitting with us in the studio, the Toast Studios right now. And we're super excited. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Tell us.
Well, it all started with my daughter.
You see?
See, in 2009. So you were at the leave the
She had
numbers to
allergies,
him.
right?
She did. She
I
was
remember you
born
telling
with
me that.
That's right. Born with severe anaphylactic food allergies to
Yep.
virtually almost every food.
Wow.
Got below the 2 percentile in weight. And the doctor says you got to figure out a way to feed your daughter. And my wife and I, back then, people didn't really know about food allergies.
No, it was not what it was today.
No. And we opened up a 543 square foot kitchen with safe environment for her using the world's most powerful superfood, the acai berry. And we created Vitality Bowls because of her. And here we are today. You got the numbers right on the growth.
See?
It's been phenomenal.
See, Jimmy, I'm a
And it's
numbers
blessing.
guy.
Yeah, I wrote that down.
Tell
for
me
you.
I don't have the numbers right. 145 locations, all started. His daughter had allergies. That's beautiful.
That is awesome, man. Congratulations. And how's your daughter doing?
She's great. She just turned 14. She's beautiful. She's healthy. She didn't outgrow the allergies, but
Did she outgrow any of the allergies?
they got a little bit better, but her severe ones, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My kids that had peanut allergies when they were younger, but one of them outgrew everything. The other one still has like a little bit of an allergy.
Yeah, when my son came, he's a tank. He's not allergic to anything.
No. Isn't that crazy though? Isn't that crazy?
Now that is really great. I have a young daughter, and I have to say the creation of an entire company and one of the most recognized brands in the bowl space,
In the wellness space.
in the wellness space,
Yeah.
and it all started. What could have been a less than moment has now created something truly special. That's amazing. Listen, I always like to say that it's easier for somebody else to brag about you or boast about you than anyone should ever do it about themselves. So I'm going to, since Roy probably wouldn't share a few things because, he's here to be a humble
We breaking
gentleman.
news, Jimbo. We breaking
I
news.
don't know if I'm breaking news, but I'm
We
giving,
bragging? Are we bragging?
we're going to brag, and I'm
Let's
dropping.
brag.
I'm
Let's
dropping.
brag about
I'm dropping
Roy.
knowledge. Vitality Bowls, top food franchise by Entrepreneur Magazine.
I love that magazine.
Vitality Bowls, fastest growing company by Inc. 5000.
Love that
Vitality
magazine.
Bowls, best franchise to buy, franchise times.
Oh,
Vitality Bowls,
and that's who we are.
Top 100 movers and shakers by Fast Casual.
Love it.
Vitality Bowls, most influential CEOs. That's this guy right here.
Right here.
By Nation's Restaurant News.
What year was
Okay.
that? What year was that?
I didn't write down the year.
2023.
That's right now.
You're the numbers guy.
You're the numbers guy.
21, 22, and 23.
So-
He's a triple threat.
So despite the mic drop that I'll do, can you share a little bit about, your secret recipe, pun intended, for your success? And really, it is tremendous in success. And you're allowed to tell us anything you like, but what is the secret to your success?
He owes everything to his daughter, to be honest with you. If she didn't have those allergies, then you'd be, still an accountant doing tax work.
That you got wrong. I wasn't the
There are
accountant,
a lot of
but
accountants
it's
here.
good.
Take it easy on the accountants.
I know.
He was
Wow.
selling real
This is
estate.
a
He was-
finance development conference,
Whatever.
man.
He was doing something he wasn't loving. Now he's loving it.
The secret is the people, man. And my wife and I, including you guys, obviously, my wife and I, we realized that pretty early on. That comes into everything that we do at Vitality Bowls. It goes for our franchisees, cultural alignment, the customer experience. Is us always lead with the people first. First who, then what, like Jim Collins said. It's always the people first. That's the secret to all our success. And we're very blessed. We're Mother Nature's champions. So we are just putting together Mother Nature and trying to get it out to every community in the world. And you can't really go, if you don't stray from Mother Nature, you're not going to lose.
I dig that, man.
I love it.
Oh, I got to tell you, that is really good stuff. I'm super proud of what you guys are doing and just how important it is for all the people that actually really rely.
Let's jump into tech stack.
Let's go text.
Let's go tech stack because we know we got great food at Vitality Bowls. We know that. It's healthy. People are healthy. People are loving it. I understand from the numbers here that 4 out of 5 people that eat Vitality Bowls feel better and live longer. I have a stat here that most Vitality Bowl customers live till over 110.
I really
That's
think
fantastic.
That's awesome. Did you write that down and then read it? Did you write it down first and then and you read it?
No,
Okay.
I wrote it
Just
down. I read it.
Right.
Yeah,
You
no,
read
so
it. Write
most.
it down?
So if you eat Vitality Bowls, you will live an extra 50 years. This is what I'm understanding right now. But now we're going to get into the technology.
Let's do it,
because we know that the food is fantastic. I mean, the point of sale has always been considered the heart, the brains of the restaurant. And then you start building on top of that. Can you tell us at your 145 locations, what are you doing about in your tech stack? What are you most excited about? Is it loyalty? Is it customer engagement? Where are you putting some time and energy right now?
That's a great question. That's a great question. We
I always ask great questions.
You sure do. In 2014, we started franchising and we grew very, very rapidly. And we really had no tech stack whatsoever. Okay. Much needed building of a new tech stack. And that's something that, given our size, I quickly realized that I'm the one that has to do that. So I became the CEO/CTO. And I led with, again, the people first. Mm-hmm. So you're absolutely correct. The POS is the heart of the tech stack. And that was my number one target. And I couldn't be more happy with the partnership that we made with Toast, actually. They are amazing people.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again for our listeners.
Yeah, that's right.
A partnership with who?
I am their number one client advocate at this point. They are an amazing company. They have full cultural alignment with us, and very happy about that partnership.
I love it. Jimmy, I didn't even have to ask Roy that. I didn't have to pry it at him. He just went with that.
You know, Roy Shatsy had once said he would never change his POS. And I'm like, are you really going to tell me you're using the word never change? Do you know the old adage of never say never?
Yeah.
Shatsy, did you change your POS?
We changed. And Jimbo, we went to Toast. We signed a contract with Toast for, at that time, it was 19 locations. Maybe it was 20. I don't remember. And COVID hit. And we'd signed the contract. And I got to tell you, for us, I mean, COVID obviously was horrible in so many ways, but it was a great time to change the point of sale. So it made the change of the point of sale incredibly painless, But we did switch. And I got to tell you, Toast right now is killing it. They just added the Toast mobile app for the owners and operators and GMs and stuff. They added a new Toast Pay. They added a new Toast tables. There's a lot of Toast good stuff going on.
They are doing good.
Anyway, what are you most excited about on your tech stack outside of Toast?
The tech stack, again, as we lead with the people and the franchisees and now we're going to be fully rolled out with Toast by the end of the year, which is I think an unprecedented rollout for Toast. Yep. They were actually pushing back. They'll probably use us as a case study, but online ordering, we formed a partnership with a company called Instant TVO, online ordering and loyalty.
I love it.
And very happy with those guys again. And
I will say that is a branded portfolio company.
That is true.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah,
that is true.
That is a branded portfolio company.
Sauce and the whole crew, we think they've really done an amazing job of bundling and integrating.
Boy is killing it with branded today.
Oh, I had no idea.
Solutions.
How was it? He's going to change now.
Now I know why you guys invited me.
Now he's going to change. He's going to change sensitivity now.
No.
And they had, and I'll give them props. They had the best party at the RFDC.
Nice.
I've been coming here for a long time. I got my IV, and it was amazing.
Did you go to was that at the Chandelier?
No, it was up at some suite.
The suite last night. Yeah, we had to go to another dinner.
Yeah,
but they said they made it with a golden ticket, right?
Yeah,
isn't it a golden ticket?
You have to have one.
You had to have a golden ticket. Where they got that idea from? No comment. Okay. Yeah, no. So I'm glad. So you're loving Instant TVO. What else you got going on there?
In the tech stack, let's see. We hooked up with a little company called 7 Shifts. I don't know if they're really small. I think they have 40,000 restaurants.
Yeah, I was going to say 7 Shifts. They were smaller 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Jordan's done a great job over there.
We're pretty heavy in California, so the labor stuff is pretty intense. So
you got to have everything buttoned up, and all the laws and rules, and every town is different, city. Yeah, that's no doubt.
Is that a brand company too?
It isn't, but we know them well. And I love Jordan, the 7 Shifts team. I think you made a great choice. Those guys are awesome.
See, I'm a pretty good CTO, man.
Yeah, no, you're a great. Yeah, you got this, man. I love it.
I really dig that despite all the tech talk we're having right now, Roy does keep going back to, as really every CEO we know, it starts in this business with the people. It starts with the culture. In fact, even when he talked about Toast, he talked about fitting with his corporate culture and their corporate culture. So again, as an industry, we can be tech enabled, we can be tech supported, but the business is the people, how we handle our staff, our teams, and then how we allow those teams to handle the guests. So I do think it's really important in terms of recognizing that. What's next for Vitality Bowls? You guys are on a great run. anything you want to share with our audience on what you got planned, what's coming up down the pipe?
Again, we're just doubling down on culture and alignment, and especially with our franchisees. We've been very blessed with some amazing growth, but now is the time to really focus in and dial that in and make sure that as we continue to grow and as we continue to emerge into markets, we're across 19 states now, and just to make sure that we have the right people that we're bringing into our family and to have full cultural alignment with our brand. And I just think that's a recipe for success, man.
What markets you go into? Like when you start, you do a franchise, it's like, where do you go? What's the most important market for you guys for your growth, do you think?
So, the mission changed from nourishing my daughter. I can't really answer that because we need to get Mother Nature. We need to get this wellness, especially, that's, you spoke about COVID. COVID really showed everybody that the most important thing in life is health.
Yeah, that's
so
actually nothing.
We need to get this beautiful, powerful food out to every single community we can.
Yeah.
That's how we
Jack, you ready for
clean,
this one?
fresh food.
Ready for this? A healthy person wants 1,000 things. An unhealthy person wants one.
That's right.
That's Confucius said that, Jimmy.
If I'm quoting Confucius, okay, I'm quoting somebody.
Well, I don't know if Confucius said it, but it sounds like somebody would say.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's true.
Yeah, I love it. I got to tell you. Well, listen, Jimbo, you want to go right into the food service feud?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go to the food service feud. Trivia Tuesday edition, live from Toast Studios at RFDC, Jimmy. We're going to do
I
food
love
service.
this Toast Studio thing.
I just love saying that. I love saying
How proud of you, how excited are you like doing this for Kelly? How about that?
I got to tell you, I'm excited. I like Toast. I like the product, and I like that we're doing the Toast Studios.
Toast
I've always
Studio.
dreamed about saying that. I've always dreamed about Toast Studios.
Toast.
All right, listen. Toast just released Toast. I think it's toasttab.com. Toasttab.com. All right. Toast just released its quarterly restaurant trends report. It is a giant report. A lot of good stuff. I know Roy read it. I'm going to wait for the movie to come out. Live from Toast Studios, it is the Food Service Feud at RFDC, beautiful Las Vegas. Trivia Tuesday edition. Roy, are you ready?
Right.
Get your buzzer ready. Your fake buzzer ready. I'm going to ask one question. First one who buzzes in gets to answer the question. And Roy, we have fabulous prizes. Okay. Fabulous prizes. Can you guess which state in the U.S. consumes the most amount of hard seltzer? Is it California, Arizona, Ohio, or Michigan? Roy, go.
Michigan.
Jimmy, you can steal and win all of Roy's prizes and take home some fabulous prizes for yourself. Though people that work for Brandon cannot win any prizes, Jimmy, so you'll have to give your prize away.
My prize to Roy.
You have to give it. Yes, Roy will win anyway.
I believe this is a ruse because given the size of California, go with California.
California is not right. It's a very good guess. Excellent guesses, people. I'm going to give you one more guess. So now it's either Ohio or Michigan.
No, I said Michigan.
He said Michigan.
Yes.
So it's either Arizona or Ohio.
Yes.
Arizona. The answer is Ohio.
Really?
Ohio is a hard seltzer capital of the United States with an average of 160% more hard seltzer per restaurant location than any other restaurant in any other state. I got to tell you, Toast is giving us knowledge.
Toast is dropping
Toast is knowledge. I love this Toast restaurant
I'm not
report.
upset that Roy didn't know. Think about it. Think about something. I don't want to pick on unhealthy things, but think about the hard seltzer. I thought the healthiest thing in the world. Roy's like, I'm not dealing with that. That's not my brand.
No,
it's not my jam.
All right, Roy, I'm gonna let you redeem yourself.
Okay, let's
Because we're going to Brandon Quickfire Las Vegas edition. I'm going to ask you 5 lightning round questions. Don't think too long. Don't think too hard. First answer that comes to mind. Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
When you're getting room service and you're getting toast, crust or no crust on your toast?
Crust.
Favorite Las Vegas casino?
Win.
Oh, I love the Win. I'm going there for dinner tonight.
Right.
If you were to get married or renew your vows at a famous Las Vegas chapel, which celebrity would you choose to officiate?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nice.
Do you take this beautiful woman to be? Oh, I love it. I love it. The Terminator. Favorite Las Vegas movie? Is it The Hangover? Or is it Casino? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? Or Vegas Vacation?
Oh, Vegas Vacation.
Oh, got a lot of Vegas Vacations.
Fun
People
movie.
love
Fun.
Chevy.
Chevy.
Chevy, come on.
It's like Casino. So I heard Vegas Vacation.
I did like Casino also. All right, last question. This is where things get a little hairy. Do you remember the Ocean's 11?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Love it.
George Clooney, a lot of other really cool people too.
Mhm.
All right, you're George Clooney in this movie.
Okay.
You're George Clooney. Okay? And now we're gonna have the heist of the century. We're gonna go rob a casino. And you gotta pick your Brad Pitt. Is Jimmy your Brad Pitt or is Shatsy your Brad Pitt to help you rob the casino? Who is it? Ocean's 11.
I got a pick.
You gotta pick who you're Clooney, and you're picking who do you want to help you pull off the heist. Is it Jimmy or I?
I'm under Jimmy.
Wow, Jimmy, I got to tell you, I think it was a clean sweep. Everyone picked you.
Yes.
What is that? Because I have no attention span, and I would like not be in the like the what is it? The getaway car?
I think
Jats, where are you?
I think the trick was that it was a heist. And I think they figured I might be more reliable in terms of executing.
Jats, I'm here with bags of cash. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, I got to tell you. All right. I got to tell you, Roy, it was awesome. I love what you guys are doing. It's a great story. It really is an incredible story. I'm thinking book deal.
Book.
Yeah, no?
I got to do
TV
this
show?
first.
Movie?
I got to do this first. Maybe book later.
He's got more work.
No, it's a really great story that you started this business for your daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, so without right?
Means a lot.
It really does. It's really a great story.
I think I want to wish you continued success. It's been a great run. I think the best is still ahead of you because I feel what you're doing needs to be embraced even more widely. There's a lot of room for you to grow still. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I just want to add one last thing that 4 out of 5 doctors surveyed recommend Vitality Bowls to live a longer, healthier life. Jimmy, that's the numbers. That's right on the back of my Crest toothpaste.
I think you got that from Trident Gum or
Oh,
something.
is it Trident Gum?
I think so. 4 to 5.
Oh, I thought of Crest.
I think 4 to 5 dentists recommend chewing Trident Gum after the meal.
Well, those same 4 dentists,
Yes.
they like Vitality Bowls too. Okay.
Roy, thank you.
Anyway,
so much.
Roy, thank you. You got to go
Thanks,
do some
guys.
more work. We'll see you tonight somewhere. Jimmy's buying you a drink.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, man. All right. I got to tell you, Jimbo, Roy, what a story. Am I right? I mean, that's a great story. I mean, how many times a year somebody starts a business because his daughter of, weeks old and has their terrible allergy. And he's like, she ain't going to make it unless.
I got to solve this thing.
Yeah.
You know what's driving that business? Love.
No, really. I think vitality, if you go back to the ancient Greeks, vitality, it comes from the Greek Latin via, which means love.
What are you doing? My big fat Greek wedding?
Yes.
It all goes back to the
It
Greeks.
goes back.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
It's love.
All right, why don't you Google that while I do the wrap up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up, Jimbo, because I'm sweating.
Listen, to our listeners, well, thank you so much for tuning in to this special episode live from the Toast Studios here at the Bellagio.
Oh, man.
RFDC. This was a great episode. We had some really super guests. And by the way, 4 for 4. Want me as their Brad Pitt helping them on the heist? Actually, that's not true.
Jimmy, they didn't say you look like Brad Pitt. They just said that they wanted you because they know that you'd show up.
I would show up.
I would be like at the pool or something, at the bar.
To our listeners, if you'd like to get in touch with any of the guests we had on today's episode, please email the podcast team at podcast@brandedstrategic.com. We'd be happy to make the introduction. We so appreciate you guys tuning in with us. We know there are hundreds of thousands of podcasts out there, and our subscriber base just continues to soar. And we know that's thanks to you guys. So with great appreciation. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss out on any exciting guests coming up in the future. Better yet, invite a friend to hang out with us the next time. So this is Jimmy Frischling, your finance guy, signing off, passing it back to my boy Shatsy to close this out.
Hey, Jimbo, coming to you at the Toast Studios in beautiful Las Vegas. We are loving it here. Hey, Jimmy, by the way, if you're ordering room service and you're getting toast, you're getting crust on, crust off.
Absolutely crust on.
Crust on.
Crust on.
I would take the other part and throw it. I just want the crust.
Crust the best part.
For
you, tasty.
Yeah, I love toast. I love to eat toast. I love the Toast point of sale system. I like Toast Pay. I like Toast Mobile.
Big Toast Welfare today.
I gotta tell you, if I were to have another child, and I don't believe I am, I would name my child Toast. No, Toast Shatsy.
Toast
Shatsy would be unbelievable name. Listen, Jimmy, I gotta just 2 things I have to say.
Yes.
To all our listeners out there. First of all, make sure you follow us on wherever you like to listen to your podcast from. Go on there and follow us. Don't just listen. Yeah, follow us. Number 2, go to thehospitalityheadline.com. Go to hospitalityheadline.com and subscribe to our weekly newsletter.
It's a good one.
Because it's really good and everyone's loving it. And I got to tell you, when I walk around an event like this, everyone tells me They love that newsletter. They love that newsletter. And by the way, for all you early risers out there, Jimmy's up at 4. He's hitting send at like 4:32. He gets coffee and then he hits send on this newsletter. So if anybody wants to get up like Jimmy, the crack of dawn, 4:30 in the morning, you can read that headline, right?
You'd be one of the first readers.
And it's real. Yeah. And Jimmy is, by the way, Jimmy knows who opens up and when you open it. So
I know when you are sleeping.
If you're the first,
you're awake.
Yeah, if you're the first to open it, the first one this week, Jimmy's sending you something.
For goodness sake.
Yeah, Jimmy's going to send you something special if you're the first one. And the last I'm going to finish up with Jimmy, we haven't mentioned it in a while, and I got to tell you, I think it's very important to talk about this.
Oh.
Jimmy, there's a lot of technology at this show today.
Oh,
more than I've seen in a long time.
A lot of tech.
And I got to tell you, a lot of operators don't know where to find great technology.
Boom.
Boom. Oh, that's what all I wanted to say. Boom.store. Go to Boom.store. Jimmy, you know how many companies we on there now?
Had no idea.
There's like 764 companies now on there. The leading technology companies in the hospitality space are all on Boom.store. It's free, Jimmy. It's free.
The price.
Yeah, it's a great
How do we
price.
make money, Shazzy?
Jimmy, we make it up in volume.
Volume.
And Jimmy's going to still help me figure that out. But I got to tell you, we are loving it. So check out Boom.store, hospitality headline, and then the hospitality hangout. It's all great stuff. Hey, cheers, everybody.
If there's one constant in the restaurant industry, it's change. Whether you're a growing brand trying to build cutting-edge experiences for your guests or a national leader with thousands and thousands of stores looking to update your tech stack, well, Toast brings together proven technology, expertise, and innovations you need to drive change and spark growth. That's right, drive change and spark growth. From front of house to back of the house and everything in between. Corporate teams, franchisees, enterprise brands, mom pops, SMBs, you name it, everyone is loving Toast. With over 100,000 operators using Toast, you know it's the best POS out there. And many more trust Toast to help them stay ahead of the curve and thrive in this changing restaurant world that we love. To learn more about Toast, go to toasttab.com. That's toasttab.com. And I got to tell you, you're going to love it. Mention Shatsy, and I think they're going to give you some crazy discount.